Hey folks, it's a bit past 7 a.m. now. I have not been sleeping. I actually just got done with a meditation session. I'm sitting in my room right now, and wearing my winter jalaba. This one is originally supposed to be midnight blue, but they didn't have that, so I just got the black one. I like to wear this while I meditate. But I want to talk about this idea of like sitting with your emotions, and it's something that I've been facing with my in meditation sessions and prayers and that sort of deal. When I've done them, I started doing them far more consistently, and it's had sort of an interesting effect of leading to a lot of really vivid dreams. I feel like a combination of Nofap with meditation and prayer, has been leading to sort of removal of psychological blockages, within my psyche, within my mind blockages that basically manifested as, me essentially repressing memories and emotions and so on for, many years even, or even just like recent things, um, like infatuations or feelings I've had for some girl, like, the girl I talked about, or, issues with the girlfriend, or things with, friends or associates, or stresses about classes, anxiety about, exams, or whatever, maybe even things from like years and years ago. I just kind of repressed them, whether it was through PMO or whatever, and getting this far on NoFap, getting into meditation once again, prayer, all that kind of stuff. I think it's like a preliminary, in my opinion, for real dream work, and I really do want to get into like dream work. I watched this or listened to this podcast called Speech in the Silence. It's all about thelema and then it gets into other topics, dream work, astral projection, meditation, um, you know, different magic rituals, psychology, and the Kabbalah, all these sorts of things. And I got my own perspective on stuff, but it definitely does help in many ways to kind of instigate, my researches into those sorts of things and my practices, and give me informed perspective essentially. Given that philosophically speaking, I see myself as a Thelemite, religiously speaking as a Muslim, but I guess it's just another way of kind of saying that you're Sufi in some sense, or you're Sufi oriented in your worldview. But I watched that, and they had this one podcast where they talked about dream work and its importance in the magical path or the mystical path, and I found, of course, like, I've said that the times that I've had the most vivid dreams and the most, I guess I could say, meaningful ones, things that could be considered even visions, were after doing a lot of prayer and meditation, and I'm thinking about this one dream or vision I had like several years ago, and had to do with marriage and love and things of that nature. It was during Ramadan. I done 20 rakats of or units of Tarawih prayer, the special night prayer they do during Ramadan, and I was fasting and did my 5 daily prayers and doing a lot of dhikr or meditation, you could say, reciting litanies and that sort of deal. And to me, it's an example of the effect of meditation and prayer and that sort of deal, and how it can initiate, or is maybe it's a preliminary to dream work. And if the dreams can be figured to have any sort of symbolism, then it can help you to discover more about yourself, more about what's called your true will, your life purpose, and perhaps lead you down to the path to what's called obtaining knowledge and conversation of your holy guardian angel, or contacting your higher self and figuring out your life purpose, that sort of deal. And that's what I consider really important, and I've started doing that more consistently. Working with Nofap, because so much it really is about releasing all the repressed memories and emotions and experiences you've had, traumas you've had, because the coping mechanism of PMO is really just representative of your attempts to deal with those traumas or those negative emotions or those, feeling even just of boredom. And you gotta really dig deep and figure it out. And there's various techniques for doing that. Meditation, prayer, exercise, just anything that'll essentially end up releasing those repressed memories or repressed emotions, and bring this to the fore so you can actually confront them and figure them out and resolve those problems. And that's why I recommend it in meditation for anybody who's on Nofap. But I also want to recommend Dreamwork because a lot of folks they say they get on Nofap, they get far enough along, they start having really vivid dreams, and probably a good idea for me to start keeping a dream journal and reviewing it, in the future, so I can figure out what these different dreams mean, if they really mean anything, and if they do, what it really says about me and my life purpose and so on. Because once you get these obstacles out of the way of PMO, you get that out of the way, you get drugs, alcohol, tobacco, promiscuity, any obsession, any addiction, you get that out of the way, and then it's like you gotta really find your life purpose if you want to make anything of it and take advantage of the freedom that you've gained, So, anywho, what am I gonna do now? I really don't know. Obviously, I want to go get something to eat, but I need to get some coffee. Try and clean my room a bit. I'm under pressure to get this bus ticket and go down to San Diego or go down, to my family. Really see what I do with that, but I want to clean up my room a little bit more, and it'd be really nice if I could see. I want to get those recyclables out to that place, but we'll see what happens. So anywho, see you folks around. Thanks for watching. Bye.